Would you like to be on camera?
No.
Where are we now?
We just arrived at the Mount Wolseley after completing the Gordon Bennett Rally.
In that car?
In this car.
Nice. After...
In good time.
In good time, and with several mishaps. And no starting equipment.
Next time, if we ever do this, multiple stopwatches are going to be
multiple
involved.
stopwatches, a new starter motor.
Yep.
Clean out the fuel tank. And what else do we need? Not too much else. God, it's seriously hot. You can actually hear it boiling like a kettle.
Wow. What does that mean?
Means she's fairly hot. It's alright though.
No, but if it had been running for how long more, what would have happened?
It just builds up more pressure, but the pressure goes out through the goes out through the expansion pipes. It's alright. But we got there. Anywho, so back to work on this guy. Got the starter, I won't say rebuilt, but we got it modified anyway, or we got it working somewhat. It worked a couple of times on the run, but then give up again, so I'm going to take it out now and get it fully rebuilt. I was talking to the guy who did it, he said he can fully rebuild it, it'll be like brand new, so hopefully that'll be okay. Just took the fuel filter out of the car after the run. The amount of rust that is in it's unbelievable, and the bowl was in a similar state. So got a brand new fuel filter, and also this pipe here that goes on to the fuel pump. The union there is not great. Don't know whether it's the olive or the nut, but the nut has a tendency to pull through the olive very easily like that, so we're going to modify the pump a little bit, and I actually have another pump body here which is the very same thing. So I'll probably modify that a bit just to make that connection a bit better, and a new fuel filter on, so it did the job. So I'll get this starter off now. Okay, so starter out. Wasn't too bad. It's very easy to do a job once you've done it before. So it has to go off to be repaired. It's going to take a week, I think, to get it repaired. Gordon, I was talking to the guy last night. Okay, so we're back to this thing again. I have my starter motor fully rebuilt. I had to get new brushes and brush carriers, and the armature had to be machined as well. So it's rebuilt anyway, so I'm going to stick it back in. That's her there. Also modified the fuel pump a little bit. Just have a different fitting on it here and a rubber hose, because the fitting that was on it wasn't great. I wouldn't inspire you with confidence. Have a new fuel filter as well, because the other one was just a disaster. So I'll stick on this starter motor here and get her full of fuel and see will she go. Okay, we have her in position now. I had to take out the fuel pump out of its housing there, because it's just easier. In theory you can get the starter in without disturbing the fuel pump, but I know from past experience it's better to just take it out and not waste your time for 15 minutes trying to wiggle it into position. And I have it in position. I'm just going to give it a bit of a crank over now, just to make sure everything is working before I go any further. Have a new battery in it as well, so the old one's been in it for about 10 years, so just wasn't nothing particularly wrong with it, but I thought it might be just best to change. Okay. This always used to crank over very, very fast. That was one of its... It always used to start because it used to crank so fast. But she ain't cranking too fast now. Right, well that was a serious disappointment. Starter still absolutely useless. It won't turn the engine. It'll turn it about half a turn until it reaches a point of high compression, and then it just stalls out. So I think there must be something shorting out in the starter or something when it comes under load, so I'm going to have to take it out again and back for a third rebuild. Right, so once again back at this thing. After the third rebuild, or the third inspection, found out that there was a tab arcing off the armature, so that was why it wouldn't go, the starter wouldn't run properly. So I have her back in now, and hopefully this time she'll turn over nice and quick. It might start, I'm not sure about the fuel pump yet, but maybe it'll start. But if it turns over quickly, we're in business. Sounds pretty good to me. That's more like what it should be. Let's give her a bit of choke now and see what actually fire. Again, it appears to be bollocksed. It ran fine, and then we got an awful lot of smoke started coming out of there. Or it turned fine, then a lot of smoke, and now it won't turn at all. Back here again. Starter motor falling. Oh yeah, put your isolator on there. Fifth time lucky. Huh? You power anything else there?
No. Ask me if not moving, I turn it on.
Have you the... Oh shite.
Leave the ignition off there now for a second.
Yeah.
Serious turning power.
Yeah, it's turning pretty quick, alright. That's what you need.